Hi, it's Andy Lockwood. In today's video, I wanted to address one of the many questions I get at workshops and sometimes after workshops and emails. This one is a particularly insightful question that I don't get that frequently, so I wanted to call it to your attention. The question is, if my child does not apply for financial aid in his or her first year, her freshman year, can he or she still apply in the ensuing years? Now, the reason that this is an insightful question is because there are a couple of situations where it will not make sense to apply in the first year. And what I mean by that is that if, for example, you were looking at strategies, which I talk about in the workshops, in terms of increasing your eligibility by moving assets or repositioning assets from one bucket into another, then in some situations you might have a paper trail which would pertain to that movement that could potentially raise a red flag. So let me explain what I mean. If it is calendar year 2012 and you have a high school senior, meaning someone who's graduated in 2013, the tax returns that the financial aid office is going to look at is calendar year 2012. That's the base income year, the year prior to the actual graduation. Now, if you have, for example, a couple $100,000 in an account that bears interest, that interest might be reported on line 7A or 8A or 8A or 8B, depending on your tax return. If you did not look at strategies in time to reposition your assets and to increase your eligibility, then what could happen is if you still went ahead and repositioned your assets and the financial aid office reviews your tax returns for 2012, they could say something to the effect of, hey, look, you're not showing us that you have any assets, but right here on your tax return, you're showing $15,000 worth of dividends and interest. So where's the asset that threw that off? That's sort of the issue. So the ideal time to do this is the year prior to the base income year. So in this example, it would be 2011. If you're too late, meaning that you have this issue and you have a high school senior, sometimes it makes sense to not apply and just pay full price, suck it up for that first year, and then you can apply the following year. This way, all the strategies that you took care of will not flow through your tax return the way they did in that first year. So that's really how I would answer that question. That's one particular example where it would make sense to not apply. Thanks for watching, and I hope to speak to you soon.